Welcome to the Cherokee Tribune Ledger Podcast. Today is Tuesday, January 31st, and on this day in 1919, the great Jackie Robinson was born.
Just get him out, understand? Game's too important. Just get him out. Play ball.
You're a tough man, Jake.
I'm Dan Ratcliffe, and here are your top stories presented by Credit Union of Georgia. A South Georgia woman is being charged with stealing guns from her boyfriend after meeting him online. Local football stars are seeing college offers start to pile up, and a Woodstock veteran celebrated 100 years of life. We'll have all this and more coming up on the Cherokee Tribune Ledger Podcast. You deserve better than your bank. Better service, better rates, better solutions. Now is the perfect time to make the switch to Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank. Credit Union of Georgia is a homegrown, not-for-profit cooperative that will provide you with personalized customer service, a network of more than 30,000 accessible ATMs across the country, and convenient locations right here in Cherokee County, including the brand new Hickory Flat branch. Become a member today or apply for a loan online at cuofga.org. Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank. A South Georgia woman is charged with stealing 3 handguns from her boyfriend in Cherokee County after meeting him for the first time in person. Katrina Leanne Minkema of Douglas was arrested Sunday and charged with 1 felony count of theft by taking, according to a warrant filed December 7th by the Cherokee Sheriff's Office. Authorities say Minkema allegedly stole a Ruger 9mm and a Smith and Wesson .22 caliber and a CZ P10 handgun, each with an extra magazine, from the property of a man she had an online relationship with. According to the warrant, the total value of the stolen guns was between $1,500 and $5,000. According to the sheriff's office, Minkema met her boyfriend for the first time at his home when she visited him at about 5 a.m. October 15th. The boyfriend told authorities that morning he left the home for work, and when he decided to come home for lunch, Minkema and his 3 handguns were missing. Minkema was released from the Cherokee County Jail Monday on a $4,875 bond. Recruiting from some of Cherokee County's top football players has picked up some steam over the past few weeks. Players from all 6 schools have seen recognition come their way, with Creekview's Andrew Rosinski proving to be a valued commodity and Cherokee's Kyan Simmons picking up his 3rd offer. Rosinski, a 6'6", 282-pound offensive lineman, has offers from Georgia Tech, Duke, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, North Carolina, Liberty, and Charlotte. He visited Duke and Vanderbilt last week and earned 2 Power 5 offers this month alone. Georgia, Georgia Tech, and Georgia Southern visited Creekview's campus on Thursday. Simmons' recruiting process started slow, but coming into the 22 season fully healthy and one of few veterans on the Warriors defense, he led the team with 103 tackles, 11 sacks, and 10 tackles for loss. Simmons has offers from football championship subdivision program Marist and Division II Shorter, as well as Westminster College and Division III program in Pennsylvania. Sequoia's Jackson Hancock was offered by Georgia Southern on Thursday and has visited Georgia State. Woodstock's Evan McKellar received his first offer Wednesday from Division III Anna Maria College in Massachusetts. The senior linebacker was 3rd on the Wolverines' tackle chart this season with 67, including 4 for loss and 1 sack. Etowah defensive back Frank Mosley committed to Division II West Virginia State on January 21st after finishing 4th on the Eagles' defense with 60 tackles this year. And Etowah offensive lineman Tate Nelms is set to visit South Florida this weekend, while fellow lineman Andrew McNair was invited to the Georgia versus Florida High School Showcase on January 19th. Canton resident Frank Capuozzi, the oldest member of the Cherokee County Senior Services Center, celebrated his milestone of a fulfilling 100 years of life at a celebration held on January 27th. A large birthday card was made and signed by multiple members of the community. Party attendees enjoyed slices of cake provided by his daughter, Antoinette Kelly. During the celebration, Capuzzi pulled out a gold watch to show guests around the table. The watch was a gift from one of the party attendees, who he regularly asked for the time from. He laughed heartily as he showed the engraved cover that reads 100 years. He was described as lively and down-to-earth by those passing his table at the party. Capuzzi is now mostly deaf due to his time serving in World War II as a gunner. He served on 3 fronts in France, Germany, and Belgium, including the Battle of the Bulge. He recounted his time in France with a night that he spent in Sacré-Cœur, a basilica in Paris, lighting candles for prayers that he would live to see his 40th year. At 100 years old, he says he wouldn't change a single decision he's made. He's the proud father of 3 children, a grandfather of 3, and great-grandfather of 2. An officer with the Woodstock Police Department was recognized this week for helping a driver who was stranded on the road after running out of gas. Seeing the driver in need, Officer B. Keene used his patrol car and then his own body strength to help push the pedestrian's car. The daughter of the driver made a Facebook post thanking the officer and tagging the Woodstock Police Department. The daughter said she brought gas to her mother, but it wasn't enough to get the car started. Officer Keene pushed the vehicle with his patrol car, and then when the car would not make it all the way, he got out and pushed it the rest of the way himself. The Woodstock Police Department was made aware of Officer Keene's good deed via the Facebook post, so the department posted, "Thank you, Officer B. Keene, for going above and beyond. We think he's pretty amazing, too."
Engineered Solutions of Georgia. We guarantee a stable, dry foundation. With over 30 years of experience and a lifetime of support, residential and commercial. Hey, we do it all. For basement waterproofing and repairs to your foundation. Dial 678 ESOG now.
Unknown error. Every time I think my business is on track, I get these computer issues that shut me down for a day.
Ever since my business partnered with Click IT of Marietta, I don't even worry about those types of things. They're local, they have 20 years experience, and specialize in helping small businesses just like mine and yours.
Do they handle hardware and software?
Hardware, software, malware, you name it. Just tell them when and where, and they will be there. Visit them online at marietta.clickitcomputers.com or give them a call at 678-202-4600. Instead of submitting a support ticket, call Marietta Click It.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday!
History Cherokee will have a free admission day on Sunday. Here's community reporter Matt Golden with more.
The Cherokee County History Center will be waiving admission costs on February 5th in participation of Super Museum Sunday, a Georgia-wide experience celebrating the state's historic sites and select museums. Admission to the museum is free between the hours of noon and 5 p.m. Located on 2021 East Marietta Street in Canton, the museum is officially operated by History Cherokee to document and preserve the past of Cherokee County. Their archive collection includes over 100,000 items and artifacts dating back to the indigenous people of the area. Over 100 locations across from Georgia will be open for the event. A full list can be found at georgiahistoryfestival.com. This year's event is sponsored by Delta and hosted by the Georgia Historical Society. For more information on History Cherokee, head over to historycherokee.org. For the Cherokee Tribune Ledger Podcast, I'm Matt Golden.
The City of Woodstock and the Georgia Department of Transportation are working together to help alleviate congestion at the intersection of 575 and Ridgewalk Parkway. The Woodstock City Council approved a cost proposal this week from Arcadis for the design services of a project that the city is calling the I-575 Ridgewalk Parkway Diverging Diamond Interchange. A diverging diamond interchange allows non-highway lanes to cross to the opposite side of the highway at each interchange. By doing this, two-way left-turn traffic is allowed on the highway without the need for traffic signals. The design phase includes field surveys and survey database, environmental documentation, including all required special studies, geotechnical, preliminary construction plans, as well as lighting and right-of-way plans, including revisions for improvements at the interchange. The work will be completed in accordance with GDOT Plan Development Process and GDOT Environmental Procedures Manual. Plans will be approved by GDOT and the Federal Highway Administration due to I-575 being a federal interstate, said Stacy Brown, Marketing and Communications Manager for the City of Woodstock. Camp Gideon, a Christian-based camp on Lake Allatoona, announced their 3 finalists for the 2023 Valor and Virtue Mentor Award. The award honors a young woman who displays a lifestyle of mentoring, exhibits virtues of self-control, kindness, and humility, while using her influence to positively impact lives within her community, according to the camp's website. This year's finalists are Carolyn Latimer, Bailey Bridges, and Sarah Sousa. The winner of the award will be announced at the 2023 annual Ladies' Tea fundraising event from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on February 25th. It will be held at Victory Church in Ackworth. Tickets can be purchased at campgideon.com. Proceeds from the fundraiser will go to the Camp Gideon Scholarship Fund, which pays for a camp experience for children of families in hardship such as single parents, low-income households, those struggling with a job loss, or chronic medical conditions.
I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty. I want to share with small businesses one of the smartest moves we ever made in real estate. We bought our business properties and did not lease our offices, and we paid ourselves instead of our landlords. It was an additional revenue source for our company without any additional work. If you are 2 years in business and occupy over 50% of the space, you very well might qualify for a no money down loan to buy your business property. Whether it's an office property, retail, industrial, or any other number of commercial properties, you may qualify. Owning your business property could eliminate or reduce the check you send to the IRS. Owning your place of work will also enable you to use additional equity to borrow or save. Please call me at 678-708-6885 or visit drakerealty.com and see if we can help you build equity and wealth in your business.
Thanks again for listening to today's Cherokee Tribune Ledger Podcast. Did you know over 50% of Americans listen to podcasts weekly? Make sure you join us for our next episode and share this podcast on social media with your friends and family. Add us to your Alexa Flash Briefing or Google Home Briefing, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. Darren Sutherland, Executive Producer. Doug Harding, Creative Director. Jacob Sutherland, Director. Producers Jason Gentarola and Matt Golden. And Jinrei Zhang, Video Producer. All rights reserved.